Yesterday was the actual live show, Saturday. Now it's Sunday, late at night. My plan was to go to a trap event, salute to No Mercy. For other reasons, I wasn't able to make it. So I sat back here and watched this Brizz Rawsteen versus Young Ill. I was excited I was excited to a degree that when they announced it. The main reason why I wasn't as excited as I should have been was after that whole RBE debacle. I just wasn't sure if it was time to be, to really care about Young Ill coming back when I've cared in the past and either he's no-showed or we had that whole situation with RBE. So for me to sit here and act like I was just super excited, no. But I was excited because I've always been a Young Ill supporter. You know what I'm saying? I've always thought highly of him and thought that he was, the makings and will at some point or another be a legend. Now, in the grand spectrum of battle rap, he was part of that golden era, and I do consider him a legend. Whether you want to just say he's a St. Louis legend or not, when you speak on battle rap becoming what it is today, it's hard not to mention Young Ill. You know what I'm saying? In terms of today's talents, Brizz Rawsteen is one of the top dudes in terms of today's talent. Are you listening to me? I said talent. So the matchup, I thought the style clash was dope. I thought it just would make for an awesome battle. But again, it was hard for me to be as excited as I should have been because I wasn't even sure if Ill was gonna show up. That's just the truth. That's not a diss. It's the truth. So see him on that stage, see the camera on him, see him there showing up ready to rap. I was excited, and Brizz Rawsteen went first, but the supporter and the person I am, how much I love battle rap, I want to see Ill go first just because I want to hear him rap. You know what I'm saying? But Brizz went first. His opening bars were absolutely hilarious. And Brizz is one entertaining dude, man. You have to always show him love for that. Entertainment value is always there. Whether it's just his mannerisms, his delivery, whatever it is. Of course he has jokes, but those are things that just make it that much more better. He had a line where he said, one of the opening lines when he was, it was just hilarious. He said, I don't care if he still, he said, I don't care. He was talking about his conversation with Smacker Beasley. He was like, I don't care if he still smoke crack. Let's see if we could bring Young Ill back type line. That wasn't word for word, but that was pretty. He did say, I don't care if he still smoke crack. It was hilarious the way he performed it, delivered it. Brizz is just a showman up there. You know what I'm saying? I found it funny also too to see how much Surf throughout this battle was hyping Brizz Rawsteen. What was Surf and Tay Rock, but I saw the camera, because where Surf was standing, you seen a lot more of Surf. Plus Surf was the one who flipped the coin for this battle. He had a line where he said he had a rounds and meatball sub line. If I try to deliver it to you, it's gonna sound horrible, so I ain't gonna do it. But that line was dope. I thought it was funny. That Brazilian wax line was absolutely funny and dope at the same time. Same thing. And I thought just the flow. That's one thing. Brizz started going on a roll. The way he starts flowing through a round is just absolutely incredible. And guys just entertain him. And what else can I say about that? Young Ill's first round, he had a line where he says, he'll have you holding your teeth and you're not look like a broken knee. I thought that was a very slept on line. I thought that was incredibly unique line and a very creative line. And it's right up the Young Ill alley, because he's done that throughout his career in battle rap, which is even more disappointing than why we haven't seen more of him throughout the years. Towards the end of the battle, he in the end of his first round, at the very end actually, he threw shots at people dissing him, but yet they put together $30,000 donation for Tech Nine when he passed. Oh, by the way, before that, like mid-round, he had like a quick little stumble. He just brought it back and then went. I understand where he was coming from about the donations, that whole Tech Nine thing. Like, yo, y'all dissing me, but Y'all went out your way for him, and look what it came out to be. The truth is, though, no one knew what that was gonna be. I don't know why people keep bringing that shit up like that. Like, who knew? Who fucking knew? But hey, for the sake of the battle, that was what it was. What I found funny too is how when we all heard of Tech's passing, not even 24 hours of his passing, a lot of people was on, yo, we hear Tech bar is on, you know, and now when you heard of allegations, now it's just like the tide turned. I don't want to get into that because that's not the point of this blog, but you know, I just want to point that out. Overall, though, I thought it was clear that Brizz Rawsteen took that first round. I thought it was absolutely clear he took that first round. But I was happy to see Young Ill rapping again. Second round, it was just funny because Brizz starts bringing up when Smack called Young Ill a crackhead. And as he's bringing it up and starts talking about it, Smack walks away. You know where Smack is always there. Smack walks away and goes into the crowd. Now, y'all can turn around and say, oh, somebody was talking and Smack went. Since when do you see people talking and Smack goes through the crowd to go find who's talking? I just think it was an awkward moment, and I can understand, because I don't know if I would have did that same thing, but I can understand someone doing that, you know? It's an awkward moment. He had a line where he said, I brought the 40, Brizz told Young Ill, I brought the 40 to air against your cocky ways. Think about it. I brought the 40 to air against your cocky ways. I brought the 40, you understand? Arrogance, cocky. Y'all get that? I'm hoping you get that. I know a lot of y'all don't be getting shit. But that was absolutely fire from Brizz, man. That was an incredible line. I thought he had an absolutely good round. I didn't think it was better than his first. I thought his first was phenomenal. But he had a very good second round. On Young Ill's second round, he started off with a bunch of jokes. That dolphin and shark fin line was absolutely incredible. I loved it. I don't judge battle based off the crowd, but I do often point out when a crowd doesn't react to something that was absolutely fire. I thought that shit was absolutely fire, and he got no reaction, but that's cool. He got a reaction from me. I thought overall, Young Ill had a lot of dope material in that second round. I have that round an absolute tie. I went back and rewatched that round, and I still came up with a tie. If someone was to say they want to give Young Ill that round, I won't argue with them. But I have it an absolute tie. I thought they both had a very good second round. It's hard for me to pick a winner on that. So at this point, I got Brizz taking the first clearly. I think the second is a toss-up, debatable round. Brizz goes in the third. He said, "You a type of bitch to put his arm in the purse." I was absolutely in tears. I had to pause it. I had to bring it back 3 or 4 times because that was crazy funny. He starts attacking Young Ill about the double impact showing. Like, yo, you let Verb convince you to come out here dressed like a fiend when everybody coming at you about that shit. I thought that was a dope angle to take. He had a line where he says some shit about I got 1-9. He said I got 1-9, 111. It'll bring 2 planes down. If you get it, 9-11, 2 planes, yeah. You know, I'm from New York. I don't like hearing bars like that, but it was creative. You can't shit on that. You know, what I did think was by the third round that drug addict angle became too redundant. That's my only issue with it. But other than that, Brizz had an absolutely phenomenal third round. Young Ill goes. I thought he was spitting some very creative and well written out thing, but it wasn't meant for a big crowd. And they started booing him. And I ain't gonna lie, like y'all booed Young Ill for that? Like, did y'all? I understand. You stand there all that time, you want to be entertained. What Young Ill was spitting in that third round wasn't about entertaining the fans. It was more penmanship. I appreciated it. I always appreciate the writers a little bit more than the entertainers. That's not dissing nobody. That's just I love the lyricism. But even more so is y'all booing Ill on that. Like if he was saying some whack shit. Like, no, absolutely not. It wasn't whack. It wasn't for a bigger crowd. You know, I understand you guys want the haymakers. He brought up the whole situation about Brizz Rawsteen being one of the guys part of the strike. He went to this whole thing about everybody signing 360 deals and made a joke like, yo, when they send me a 360 deal contract, I send them back a no-show. That was funny. It's not cool to do that type of shit, but it was funny for what it was. I just found that whole bringing up the boycott and the strike shit to be weird because Hitman Holla's standing right next to you and he's the one who started all that shit. The difference is why everybody don't ever bring that up is Hitman's on a different plateau, both financially and in the culture, than a lot of guys who was part of that strike. But remember, Hitman's the one who started that all off. Go back and do your history. So I thought it was awkward that Ill would attack Brizz about that shit when Holla's the one standing right next to him and started that shit. I didn't get that. Overall, I thought Young Ill's round, he may or may not have been thrown off by people booing like that. I hated that they booed him. But overall, I have to say, I thought it was clear that Brizz won that third round as well. But I did enjoy, you know, that third round from Ill. People want to see the haymakers, man, especially on big matchups on big stages. That's what the room wants. But I think that when these people who were there get an opportunity to run back what Ill was saying, I think they'll appreciate it more. But I do think it was clear that Brizz Rawsteen won this battle. That's just my opinion. Get in the comment section. Tell me what your opinion is. Did you feel Brizz won? Did you thought Young Ill won? What did you think about Young Ill's second? And what did you think about Young Ill's third? I mean, you can tell me what you thought about all three of his rounds. But I just think the second from Young Ill was his best round. And I think the third, it was just something different. You know what I'm saying? So get in the comment section. Let me know what you think. If you haven't subscribed, it's a great time to do so. Hit the alert bell. Make sure you put all alerts so you can find out when I'm gonna keep dropping not only just blogs, but I'm the recaps from this whole event. That's probably more stuff I'm gonna drop tomorrow, Monday. Anyway, get in tune with me, man. Thank you for rocking me. If you're new to this channel, go check out everything I have: recaps, predictions, interviews, everything we have on here. Make sure you subscribe. All right, salute.